Chapter 62:16. Jacob thought to himself, looking at this, it seems like I am kicked out of the position of executive vice president. But it doesn't matter, there is no hope of keeping it anyway. With that, he clicked on this push notification. The moment the push text was opened, Jacob's eyes stared at the phone as wide as bells. And his eyes wanted to pop out of his eye sockets. His eyes were splitting and he gritted his teeth and cursed. "Pay has tricked me." The sudden curse made the passengers around him look sideways. Jacob didn't have the energy to care about others' opinions of him at this time. So he called President Pay directly. President Pay had already returned home at this time. And he and his wife were on the sofa in the living room, watching their cell phones, waiting for Jacob to call and ask questions. President Pay knew very well that he must give Jacob an explanation for this matter. If he just avoided seeing it and refused to answer questions, it would be equivalent to confirming the fact that he was playing tricks on him. In order not to cause unnecessary trouble to himself, he decided to explain clearly to Jacob. Of course, his so-called explanation is nothing more than the logic of killing with a borrowed knife that his wife pointed out to him. So, he answered Jacob's call and said with shame, "Oh Jacob, I couldn't help you." Jacob was so angry that he directly attacked. "Pay. Are you fucking kidding me? You asked me to send a resignation email, but you just fired me right away? You told me so much, but you actually fired me. It's just a trick, wasn't it? You're too DMN smart. I treated you like an intimate brother, I'm so DMN blind." President Pay hurriedly said, "Oh Jacob, listen to me, this matter is not as simple as you think. I really wanted to keep you, and I talked to all the vice presidents early this morning. I called them into my office to discuss this matter. But they insisted that what you did had a great impact on the reputation of the association. They also said that the people below also had great opinions on you, forcing me to do something. All members of the association voted, and when the results came out, everyone except me voted for you to leave. At that time, everyone was staring at the results and waiting for me to express my position. And I had no choice." He added, "By the way, look back at the email. The HR manager should have sent you all the meeting minutes." President Pay passed the blame to everyone, but Jacob didn't appreciate it. He was furious. He scolded, "Pay, you don't have to talk to me so much. I only know that you promised me yesterday that you would at least leave me a director's position. But what about now? Don't talk about the director's position now. Oh, you didn't even say hello to me, you just kicked me out." After that, Jacob's voice trembled and even sounded like crying. "Pay, you don't know that I want to join the Calligraphy and Painting Association. How much effort I have put in. Since I was still working in the Antique Street, I had always wanted to join the Calligraphy and Painting Association. After I joined the association, the Diamond Box I took you to and introducing you to Mr. Hong. It was only because he has a good relationship with me. That is why he is also very polite to you. If you treat me like this now, how will you face him in the future?" Pay looked bored for a while, and thought, "How the H3LL has it been since you started using Mr. Hong to show off to me? If Mr. Hong had showed even the slightest intention of protecting you on the phone, I would have tried my best to save you." However, President Pay did not dare to blame Orville, so he could only say coldly, "Jacob, I made it very clear to you just now, this matter is not of my making. The decision is the decision of everyone else in the entire Calligraphy and Painting Association. They all want you to leave. What can I do? If you have the time to question me so bad, why don't you ask yourself how popular you are in the association? If you are popular in the association, how can you be rejected by everyone? No one wants you to stay except me." Jacob didn't care about this, he gritted his teeth and said, "Don't talk to me about these useless things. I only know that you promised me to save me a position as vice president. And at last also the director, but you didn't do it. If you don't do it, you are breaking your promise." President Pay said coldly, "Then if you think so, there is nothing I can do. It's up to you." Whether you scold me or hate me, I have nothing to say. But I just want to remind you, Jacob, the reason why you ended up today is all your own fault. If you don't do that dirty thing, not only will you not be expelled from the association, but you will also have a high probability of succeeding me. Become the president, so I advise you to reflect on your time in Dubai and look for problems within yourself rather than blaming all your faults on others. After that, he did not wait for Jacob to speak, and continued. That's right. Now, when you come back, contact Mr. Wu as soon as possible. He usually walks closer to you, so just ask him to go through the resignation procedures for you. Learn how to use your personal belongings, and let him help you clean it up. You'd better not come here again, otherwise people won't know how they will look at you. In terms of our friendship, I can only do this for you. Whether you appreciate it or hate it, it's okay for me. I can say that I have a clear conscience. So let's do it. You can take care of yourself in the future. Goodbye. Listening to the busy tone on the phone, Jacob felt like beating his chest. Never expecting that this matter would finally be over. And he would end up holding back a big move for himself in the end. Now that he has been kicked out of the Painting and Calligraphy Association. Won't he become a vagrant again in the future?